Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We are so glad you joined us. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi.
All right, we're talking money matters this morning as we help women build a stronger and more solid financial foundations for both themselves and their families.
One word, independence.
That's right.
Plus, it's been around for centuries, and these days it's more popular than ever. Whole body cleansing. One more time, whole body cleansing. I'm feeling better. We're going to find some of the best products out there.
All right, The Balancing Act starts right.
April is National Financial Literacy Month, so what better time than right now to learn more about becoming a better steward of your finances? A 2013 Pew Research study shows women are the sole or primary breadwinners in a whopping 40% of all U.S. households. I was shocked with that. Now, if you're not financially empowered, our next guest can really help put you on your way. Cynthia Tidwell is the president, CEO of Royal Neighbors of America, an organization that's been empowering women since 1895. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So let's talk about these statistics. I was a bit surprised, 40%. And my question is, women are working hard, but are they falling short, if you will, when it comes to the children, their future, their financial lives?
It's true. Women's income is becoming more and more important, but there are lots of demands for that income. There's mortgage, there's groceries, there's saving for college, retirement, lots of competing things for that income. But we have to think about what would happen if the woman wasn't there to provide that monthly income.
Sure.
Is she protected? Does she have life insurance for everything that she holds dear? Most women don't have enough, and many women don't have any. And if that is the situation and your income is so important, should something unexpected happen, your family will suffer.
Let's talk about the importance of your organization. You've been empowering women for over 100 years. That's a long time. Give us a brief history.
Royal Neighbors was established in 1895. So think back. Rural America, women couldn't vote, they couldn't own property.
That's right.
9 women got together to decide that women make a difference in a family, not just emotionally, but financially. We were one of the first organizations in the United States to provide life insurance to women. Now today, we empower women in 3 very specific ways. Our financial products protect them, we do financial education, and we do a lot of philanthropy, mostly geared for helping women be the best that they can be.
Royal Neighbors of America has a phrase, and I love this phrase, quote, knowing your worth. That's important, right?
We play lots of roles in our lives. Mother, wife, daughter, sister.
Friend.
We also have lots of worth. You have emotional worth, you have spiritual worth. But what is your financial worth? Do you know your financial worth? Most women need to understand that. Now, Royal Neighbors has lots of financial tools and calculators that can help you understand what you need to make sure your family is protected.
Now, another statistic I was reading here, and this one shocked me too, Cynthia, 90% of women will be solely responsible for their finances at some point in their lives. 90%!
This is huge.
Huge!
Many women don't know what's going on in their family income till either their spouse dies or they wind up divorced. Women need to know very specific things. They need to know their net worth. They need to know what their budget is. They need to know their opportunities to save. Then they need to do 3 specific things once they have that under control. They need to set their goals, and their goals need to be specific so that they can visualize what those are. Then they need to set a plan. How are you going to make these goals come to life? Are you going to save more? Are you going to spend less? How are you going to make all this work? And if I could tell your viewers anything today, because a lot of times women know these things, but they don't take action. Today, take action on your financial future. Save $100 more a month. Put more money in your 401k. Buy that life insurance policy because life insurance will protect everything that is valuable to you.
And this morning, we're taking action. I want you to stay right there, because when we come back, we're going to focus and reveal how working moms, even stay-at-home moms, can better secure and improve their financial futures. Taking action this morning on The Balancing Act. We'll be right back. We're back and speaking with Cynthia Tidwell, President and CEO of Royal Neighbors of America, an insurer providing life insurance and financial empowerment for women since 1895. All right, Cynthia, great information when we first started. Let me ask you this. The age group, let's say between 25 and 54, which I think is probably the most important age group there, are they insured?
Well, in that group, you've got single moms, you've got stay-at-home moms, you've got working moms. They all have different needs, they all have different issues, and the majority of them are all underinsured.
Really?
Women only have 69% of the coverage that men have for the same type of exposure. We need to fill that gap.
And what is your company doing to change that?
We have plans that are affordable for every budget, every lifestyle, every life stage, because every life stage is different. We know women better than anyone else.
I started thinking of life insurance when I had children, okay? So here's my question. When is the good age to start? 20s, 30s, or when you're getting older, 50s, 60s?
Everybody's situation is different, but the younger you get life insurance, the less expensive it is.
Exactly.
And you're healthy. Something could happen across your lifetime where you could become with an illness and you may be precluded from getting life insurance coverage at all.
Cynthia, let me ask you this. As a not-for-profit, does Royal Neighbors of America give back to the community?
We like to call ourselves insurance with a difference. We do things that other insurance companies don't do. We're a socially conscious organization, which means we give part of our earnings back into our communities to do good.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have 200 chapters across the country of people who volunteer to do good. And in 2013, we impacted 50,000 lives by doing that. We also provide member benefits. Legal services, healthcare discounts, disaster aid, scholarships. And then finally, we have our signature program called Nation of Neighbors. This is an empowerment program for women to help them be the best that they can be. We've given over $1.7 million in grants to women to get to a better place, and we've impacted about 1,200 families or women.
Now, what's meant by living benefits? Can you explain that to me?
Many people think that the only time you can use life insurance is when you actually die.
Right.
But there are many types of policies that you can use the benefits while you're still alive. A cash value policy, for example, you can fund retirement or you can fund college. But there's also policies that if you have a chronic, terminal, or critical illness, you can tap into those policy proceeds when you're going through really a devastating time, and you may need that money for expenses.
And one thing I just want to ask you, as a woman who knows a lot of friends of mine that are getting, unfortunately, divorced or starting over, and they're taking that action, but they're very scared to maybe reach out to someone they don't know. What I like about you and your companies, it's very one-on-one, very personal, and easy to understand.
We try to keep easy to understand policies, issues, not a lot of insurance jargon. And we have a segment on our website specifically for women on their own.
Give me the name of the website so anybody out there that would like to just start taking that action.
It's royalneighbors.org, O-R-G on the end, not .com.
Really making a difference. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Come back anytime, okay? And if you'd like to learn more about the advantages of life insurance in your life and the many ways you can benefit, and truly it can be done, you can visit us also at thebalancingact.com or get social, log on to Facebook.com/The Balancing Act fans.
Even if you haven't done one, chances are you know folks who have, and it's gaining in popularity, and for good reason. We're talking about an intestinal cleanse. Many swear by it, but some of us are simply uninformed to its benefits. And here to clear it all up and the mystery behind it and educate us on why cleansing can be a very vital part of our overall health is Jeff Van Heck, National Sales Manager for a company called Yerba Prima, a consumer company dedicated to great intestinal health. So glad to have you in the studio. You can educate me as well this morning.
Thank you, Julie. Pleasure to be here.
Great to have you. All right, Jeff, let's start with the big picture. And what exactly is a cleanse and what occurs during a cleanse?
Well, the fact is that our environment has become contaminated as a result of the overproduction of chemical compounds. These chemical compounds can be found in everything from our food supply to our water and even the air we breathe. Typically, they can be found as herbicides, pesticides, heavy metal toxins like mercury, even plasticizers commonly found in water bottles and carpeting.
Wow. Yeah.
Once in the system, these chemical compounds are toxic and they wreak havoc in the body. So it's very, very difficult to remove them. Whole body cleansing is really the most effective way to be able to do that, and it'll do it through all 7 channels of elimination. The bowels, the kidneys, the lungs, the skin, the lymphatic system, along with the blood and the liver.
Wow. That's intense, but amazing that it can do all that. Yeah. And can you do this right at home?
You can do it in the comfort and convenience of your own home. It's very gentle. It won't have any harmful or unwanted side effects. It's a 30-day supply, very easy to use, and we're not asking anyone to make any drastic changes to their lifestyle. Just use the product and go about your daily lives. I
know you've brought some products to our kitchen. They're specifically formulated for women. And tell us what we've got here.
Well, we have our Women's Renew Whole Body Cleanse System.
Okay.
Yerba Prima is the only company that manufactures a whole body cleanse system for both male and female body types. The difference between the two is that we've added support nutrients for the male and female body types.
Okay.
So the Women's Renew contains chaste tree berry and dong quai, which are 2 very good female tonic herbs. We've also added B vitamins for energy. In addition to that, we have our Herbal Guard formula, which is actually our anti-parasite formula. This has triphala, black walnut hulls, cloves, and ginger, and it'll help to aid the body in removing any parasites. And then finally, we have our fiber component, which is the Prima Cleanse formula. This has all 5 different types of fiber: selenium, magnesium, and calcium to help strengthen and rebuild the lining of the colon, FOS, or fructooligosaccharides,
wow.
to feed and multiply the good bacteria, and some of our Great Plains bentonite, which is a very powerful detoxifier, and it will aid in removing heavy metal toxins, herbicides, and pesticides. So very complete, very gentle, 30-day supply.
And why should women be careful about what type of whole body cleanse they're using?
A lot of cleanse systems on the market today contain harsh stimulant laxatives, which can create what we refer to as a laxative dependency, which actually shuts the body's own ability down to evacuate or eliminate. So you want to make sure you're very careful as far as what type of cleanse you're using. And a lot of others actually require a strict fasting regimen, which can also be very unsafe. So you always want to use a product that's natural, try and take a fiber approach when you can, and use it over a longer period of time to work naturally with your body.
Good advice. Your product literature states that Yerba Prima pioneered the use of fiber and whole body cleansing. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yes, we were actually the first company in the natural foods industry 35 years ago to have a whole body cleanse. There were a lot of other companies in the industry that had standalone herbal ingredients or fiber components, but none were really putting it all in one kit, addressing all avenues of the elimination cycle. We also were the first company to launch a full line of dietary fiber supplements and blends containing no artificial sweeteners, binders, or fillers, ensuring that our customers got the highest quality, cleanest product available.
You know, fiber, we hear, is so great for weight loss. And really, how much weight are we talking about with women and this product and using this cleanse?
Well, it's true. Fiber is very good at aiding in weight loss, and it varies by individual. But what fiber does is it helps to create a feeling of satiety, so you feel fuller longer. It also helps to promote good digestion and helps to speed up food transit times. So it's very, very effective for weight loss. And again, it varies by individual. There's a lot of different factors that play a role in that, and it can be physical activity, eating habits, a woman's body chemistry.
Sure.
But one thing for sure is fiber and cleansing is definitely good for helping to lose weight.
You're going to lose weight.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One final question. Where can our viewers find this?
You can find our products at any health food store throughout the country and a lot of these specialty grocery stores that have health food sets, or you can find us online at yerbaprima.com.
Thanks so much for coming in. Great information.
Thanks so much for having me here, Julie.
All right, if you'd like to come clean and learn more, you can also visit us at thebalancingact.com or share with us your reasons why you want to cleanse. Log on to Facebook.com/The Balancing Act Fans.
We hope you learned a little something on today's show. You know, great financial advice for our future.
Absolutely, and remember the cleanse. There we go.
Whole body cleansing.
Whole body cleanse. Remember, we've got lots more on our website, thebalancingact.com.
Check out our Facebook page. Why not share your thoughts about the show there? And we'll share them on the air as well. And let me tell you, anything from head to toe on my body, I'll take.
There you go. And until, well, watch out now. Until the next time, remember, find your balance. So long, everybody.
I need that help.